I am recorded here. After I can send you, there's no problem.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes.
And we can make the recording available to you, Israel, afterwards, so that you can share with your team.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So maybe we kick off with introductions. So I'll start. My name is Sandeep Joshi. I'm a senior product manager and head of field engineering with Mariota. And my background is software engineering, firmware engineering, and then product management. So that's my area of expertise. I've been with Mariota for close to a year now. So I will pass on to Ronaldo.
Yeah, my name is Reinaldo Burian. I am a field application engineer manager, Latam in Brazil. I am here in the Mariota since October 2023. It's a big pleasure to have you here. Is real with us, to have Sandeep and my friend Frank Fu. Thank you so much.
Frank, do you want to give a quick update?
Yeah, I joined Mariota in 2019, and now has been 5 years working here. I do customer support as well as some development work, especially the firmware development. It's my my focus. Yeah, in the past. Yep.
Okay.
I'm Adelaide based. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Frank.
Yep.
Over
Nice
to
to
you,
meet you.
Israel.
Yes. Well, my name is Israel Aguirre. I'm working in ARAIM Control. We are setting up. Well, we are starting the company for 2 years ago, and I have some experience in development software development, hardware, PLC programming, SCADA programming, and something like that. I also know something programming in Visual Basic. Well, for maybe 10 years ago, I programmed in Visual Basic, Visual Studio, and maybe I think I'm going to understand very well the things that we need to do in this sensor, in this flex sense. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thanks, Israel. So we will kick off by looking at the hardware overview to start with. So I believe you already have bought this product from us. So this is called FlexSense, which is our next gen IoT hardware. So as you can see in the diagram there, it's a highly rugged IP67 rated product, and it offers a range of sensor interfaces from 4 to 20 milliamp, your typical voltage sensors, RS-232, 485, Modbus, and I2C. So pick a sensor and you should be able to interface it with this device. It comes with a long-lasting battery, 10 years plus. Again, it depends on how many messages you need to send every day. Depending on that, we can make sure the device runs on batteries for many, many years. And in terms of the user interfaces, we have got a configurable LED, switch button, which you can configure the way you want through program. Obviously, there is a removable battery caddy, which you can use to replace the batteries just in case you run out of the batteries. And we also have a flying lead, which will be used to connect the FlexSense with all your sensors. So that's on the hardware. Was there any specific question on the hardware? Have you had a chance to actually power it up and have a play with it yet?
Okay. No, I don't know. I don't have any question right now.
Just to complete, Israel, talk a little bit about your experience in terms of FlexSense with us, please.
My experience in FlexSense, I don't have experience in FlexSense. It's the first time I working with the FlexSense, and I am knowing the equipment. It's the first time I am configuring and understanding and so on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Have you powered it up at all? So I understand that you have a FlexSense with you. Have you tried to power it up?
To power, I don't know if I need, and I don't know how to power it. Power the
No,
FlexSense.
no,
Or to
no,
push the
no.
button.
Yes,
something?
yeah, your FlexSense is working right now, right?
Yes, it's working right now. I don't remove the batteries. I think it's working. I took the sensor from my ceiling, the ceiling of my house, was installing there in the ceiling from I think from 3 weeks or more. Reynaldo, I think 1 month maybe
Yeah,
was
2 months. I
working
think
there.
2 months. Yeah, 2 months approximately.
Yes, and yesterday I took it here in my diner in my
Dining
kitchen.
room.
Yes,
Yeah.
my kitchen. Here I have the sensor here with me.
Okay. All right.
But
Okay.
it's important to talk to him that the FlexSense is working. You have had the message, right? Is integrated with Paguayo, right?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Sorry.
So let's move on. So the next step is the software development environment. So again, to develop software with FlexSense, so we support both Windows and Linux platforms. So for Windows, we need VS Code, which is a free Microsoft software, and Python to be running on your computer. And for Linux, obviously, we have a bunch of dependencies if you were to choose Linux. But for this session, we will be explaining the Windows environment.
Okay.
So is
Okay.
that your preference, Israel? Windows?
I am using Windows right now, and I installed the Visual Studio Code software.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
All right. So let's keep going. So I think the stepwise procedure, I have just documented it here on the slide. So the first step obviously is to download the Flex SDK repository. I don't know whether you have got a chance to do that yet, Israel, to download the
No,
repository.
I think not. I don't. I didn't download this.
Okay. So how do you want this session to go? So do you want us to show these step-by-step procedures and then you can replicate them afterwards, or do you want to do it now while we are here to help you?
Mm, mm. I prefer that we can do it right now. I think
Okay. All right.
only
So maybe,
to tell me exactly what I need to do, and I can do it.
yeah. Okay. So maybe you can follow what I'm saying. So maybe the first step there, as you're seeing on the screen,
Okay.
I will put the link on chat. Or Frank, because I need to switch screens, can you put the GitHub link on the chat, please?
Yeah. Give me a sec. Give me a second.
Okay. I click this link. So okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Please
maybe
let me.
I'll stop sharing this presentation. I'll share my screen so that we can do it together. You can just
Okay.
follow what I'm doing.
Okay. Okay. Let me share. So, te completa. Do you see my screen right now?
It's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay. I will
So,
open the.
yeah.
I will open the presentation. I cannot open the presentation. I don't know how.
So
Now
open
go
the
to
browser. The browser.
the browser.
The browser. No, I cannot see. Okay. Um. Like this. Okay.
Yeah, just click on that.
I'm clicking. Okay.
Okay, so now this is the repository that we have for the SDK. So the
Okay.
first step is, if you go to code, the green button there, can you click on that one?
This one code.
Yeah, click on the arrow down button there next to it. There's a
Okay.
down button.
Okay.
Yeah, and download zip.
Download the zip. This download zip.
Click on that.
Okay.
So
I
can
think.
you extract that to a folder on your computer, because it's a
Okay.
zip file? Can you please
Okay.
unzip this?
Okay. Okay. Let me move to this. And then here, I'm going to open. And extra. Okay, it's ready.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. So now, can you open your VS Code?
Review card, which
The software which you have installed?
the software
Yeah.
of the Visual Studio or what?
Yes, Visual Studio
Okay.
Code. Yeah.
Okay, let me open. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So if you go to File at the top there,
File.
yeah,
Open file.
folder, open folder,
Open folder.
and go to the folder which you just created.
Okay. Let me this. Okay. Here.
Yeah, just select that at the bottom. Click select at the bottom.
Select.
At the
Sorry,
bottom.
sorry.
Seleccionar la carpeta. Sí.
Selection here from this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one.
Okay.
So yes, I trust the authors.
To this, select here or
yeah,
not?
Yeah,
Okay.
click and then yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
So now, there at the bottom, you should say install. You can see a button install at the bottom.
Here.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's good. And reopen the container, reopen in container. And you click on that blue button at the bottom.
The bottom. Opening container. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Docker version or later requires
Install. Yeah, install.
Install. Okay.
Yeah.
It's installing.
Yeah, it's installing. It will take some time. So we need
Okay.
these extensions to be
Okay.
able to compile the software.
Okay, perfect.
So Ronaldo, while it's doing that, does Israel have a device manager account?
Yes, I think so. Yes, he has.
Okay.
Israel,
Yes.
do you remember the password and the email that you use in your device manager?
The password from the
Device manager Mariota.
I
Remember
don't-
that we create and register. If you don't remember, I can look over here.
how can I do it?
Let me see.
So
Just a second.
Maybe it's the same password that I use. Maybe it can work.
Okay, I can try to. Yes, I can try to find it here. Just a second here.
Yes.
So can you maximize that screen, Israel? The VS Code. Can you maximize it? Yeah.
Okay. Here.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah. Are you seeing any message at the bottom or no? Nothing is there.
No, nothing. This of the
No, that's
the
fine.
sharing.
No, that's fine.
I'm going to not show.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Okay.
So there is nothing else at the bottom. So looks like it is
Nothing
finished.
else. Okay.
So what you can do is go back to the folder, go to on your left hand side,
Okay.
the top.
Left.
Yeah, that one. Top one. The file. Just
Yes.
that one. Explorer. Explorer. There is an Explorer.
Explorer.
So not that one. No. So on the left hand side, there is a.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, click on that.
Okay.
So that's your. So can you close the extension? Sorry, I think I need to take.
Which extension?
So click on the dev containers.
Dev container. Okay.
Yeah, and the container file.
Okay.
Double click. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, install. Can you go to the install at the bottom?
Okay.
Yeah. So looks like it is installed. Can you go back to the Explorer now?
Here.
Yeah. Close the welcome tab. So you see the welcome tab there. You can close it. Not there on the main screen. There is a welcome tab.
Welcome tab on the main screen. Welcome tab.
Yeah, close that.
This.
Yeah, close
Welcome.
that. Yeah, close that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that one. So now you will have to probably close your. So go to File,
Okay.
Go to File.
Close Folder.
Close folder. Close folder. Close folder.
Yeah, and now again reopen it. Reopen the same folder. Go to Open Folder.
Open folder. Open folder.
And select the same folder again.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. Select at the bottom.
This one?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. So now, yeah, reopen in the container.
Install.
Yeah. I thought it was already installed. I don't know why it's asking for install again.
Yes. It's working. Downloading Docker installer.
Yeah, it's a bit slow. I don't know why. It's taking a while.
Okay.
So Ronaldo, you did the same install last week, right? Did it take
Right.
a while for you?
Okay, appears a message. The Docker desktop installation is started. Complete this.
For sure, I think that
Complete
depends the computer. Sometimes it's a little bit slow, sometimes not too slow.
Yeah, it
Depends
is.
on
It
that.
says it's started. It's not yet finished. So looks like it is still going on.
Okay. Yes. Okay. It's initializing the. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's. Let's click OK.
Okay. Okay. Unpacking. Okay.
I'm not finding your password.
I think
So-
I'm going to send you by
Yeah, I'm here in the WhatsApp.
the
I know
WhatsApp.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here in the WhatsApp. I know your email address,
Okay. My
but I
email.
don't have your passwords from device manager.
I think this password is I am typing it. Okay.
Try you here because I use automatically in my computer.
I think is this Reynaldo. I think I have sent to you. I have sent it to you
Could you write this one in the chat, please?
in the
And
chat.
your email and your
In the chat here in the computer. Okay.
you have the chat here in the
Okay.
right
Let
side.
me right side chat. Let me
No,
find
no.
the
No,
Where?
in the meeting. You are in the meeting. The chat
the middle.
is in the meeting. The meeting.
The meeting.
Uh,
Here? No. Here installing
no,
no.
no. You can go to the
Okay, here.
team. Yes, you can go to the teams where we are, and
Yes. Let me check. I
okay,
don't
I'm
know.
going to write here. Just a second here. This one is your password, right? I'm going to write here. Okay.
Don't click OK. I think there is already one installing. Just cancel this one. There's already another one. Yeah, cancel this one. There's another one going on already.
Okay.
And your email is that. I just write in your chat here. Okay.
Okay,
You have
okay.
your password and your email. Okay.
Okay.
Just open the other tab. Yeah, that one.
Exactly. I think is that the yes. This is the
Okay.
password and this is the email. Okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see if the Docker installation is complete. Can you check that?
Okay. Here.
No, the other window. Installing Docker, that one.
Installing
You
Docker
have
one.
installed Docker. No, another one. You
Okay.
have a window called.
Yeah. Yes. Right. This.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
It's still going on.
Yes.
It's a bit slow.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, this one's a little bit slow.
Yes. My computer is a little bit slow for everything.
Yeah, it's either the computer or your internet connection is probably slow as well.
Maybe I have a cable directly to the switch, but it's not wireless. The communication is direct the cable, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's good then.
But maybe it's a problem here in my zone, in my house zone. I don't know.
Let's just give it another couple of minutes. Should be done.
Okay.
So
really
in the
neat.
meanwhile, can you go back to VS Code?
Yes, Cord. Which is the Cord?
The VS Code,
This one?
the Visual Studio. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Click on SDK, the Flex SDK main at the top. The Flex SDK main. Flex SDK main, just below. Just below.
Look. I don't know where.
Para arriba, por favor. Abajo de Explorer. Ahí.
Yeah, that one. That one. That
Okay.
one.
Yeah,
Right
flex
click on that. Right
SDK
click.
man. Click.
Right click.
Right.
Okay.
Open editors. No. So no, just expand it. Expand it.
Okay.
Right click on dev container.
Container.
Dev container.
Dev container here. Right click.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Open in integrated terminal.
Yes. Okay. Open in integrated terminal. Okay.
Let's see. It comes up. No, it's not coming up. Looks like no. So you still don't have the Docker installed. We need the Docker to complete the installation. Can you go back to the installation to see if it's completing?
Oh, okay.
Right now is installing. Was unpacking, and right now is installing. Probably in the process.
Yes.
It's really you need to buy a gaming computer.
Yes, yes, right. A gaming computer. Close and restart.
Yeah.
Close and restart. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not okay.
So you will lose the connection, I think, because you're restarting. So he will lose the connection because he restarted his computer. So, but it's strange that we did not have to do that step. Ronaldo, did you have to do the restart?
No, I did not arrive in
Because
this one.
I didn't have to do that either. Frank, did you have similar? I know you had some issues.
Restart.
Yeah. Did you have to install the Docker or it installed by itself?
It should be automatic, I think.
Yeah. It's a bit strange that he had to manually sort of install it. I have not seen that before.
Yeah, this is strange.
This is why I tried with Ronaldo just to see if it works, and you did not have any issues, right, Ronaldo?
I hope. For sure that I'll try. I try until I'll be comfortable here. For sure.
Is he a real developer?
Yeah, I doubt if he's a developer.
Yeah. Okay.
He knows very well the part of Python and SCADA system, PLC. He has experience in automation process with PLC, with some protocols, but in Python, I think so. He knows.
Okay. Yeah, if this doesn't work, we will have to show him how to do in code spaces. We will have to create a GitHub account for him if this doesn't work.
Right. He need to connect a Modbus meter.
Yeah, PLC. I think he wants to connect a PLC.
Yes. Yeah, Modbus.
Yes.
Yeah, it will be a Modbus interface, but it will be a programmable logical controller.
Yeah, but that will require coding.
That requires coding. Yeah, that's what I'm a bit concerned because I don't think he's a developer.
Right.
So Ronaldo, this is where we need to be careful, the right audience for this training, right? Because otherwise we will not progress further.
The C programming, it's not very straightforward. Yeah. Yeah, definitely need a developer to do that. Yeah.
Hopefully he has firmware engineers in his team who can actually do coding. Because otherwise, if he's doing coding, I don't see them writing the application. I think the same goes through for Global Star. I think Wilmar is a hardware engineer.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
he may have similar issues. So we need to set the expectation right for that training because we need firmware engineers. Otherwise, we're not going to get
Yes.
value of training.
Right.
Yes. Tomorrow I'm going to talk. I just was talking to him yesterday. If he has some software engineer, it's interesting to come with him.
Right. Yeah, I think that would be good because that way we can talk to them and they can pick up very quickly. Right. Otherwise, we
Yeah.
have to explain every step and it's not the best use of the time for either of us.
GWF would like to have the meeting with you or Frank. They was talking to me for next week.
So I suggest it has to be you and Frank if you can do DWF. So we will do ARAIM and global SAT this week. So maybe Frank and yourself can
Yep.
do the training. So again,
Perfect.
Ronaldo, you have to be leading the training for DWF.
I know
And
that.
Frank will be available for support.
Hello again. I am here.
Welcome back.
All right.
Yes, I come
But
back.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Okay. I need to open something. I need to share.
yeah. So you need to share VS
Yes, yes.
Code. You need to open VS Code and share again
Yes.
Visual Studio.
Okay. Okay. Let me pantalla complete. Let me show. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Coming up.
Okay.
So can we just minimize this? We don't need this.
Minimize, and I have another.
VS Code.
I don't have this. I need to open the.
The
VS
Visual
Codes.
Studio.
Yes, yes, sorry. The Visual Studio. This Visual Code. Okay. VS Code. Okay. Here we are again. Can you see the,
All right.
the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Install? Maybe?
Install. Yeah. Install.
Okay. Reopen
reopen.
container. Reopen. I'm going to ask to Santa Claus a gamer computer.
Perfect.
That's a good idea.
Good idea. You can talk can ask to Oscar. Oscar, I need a gaming
Yes.
computer, please.
Exactly.
So just while we are waiting, Israel, do you know what Modbus sensor you're going to connect to the device?
No.
You did not have this one?
No, I did not
No.
connect to the sensor. No, only I have connected the signals. The sensor has a cable, and this has some signals, and I used some 7 signs of this. 7 signals of this I connected to a terminal, a small terminal, and I installed the sensor on the ceiling. That's all I have done.
Right. So I understand that you want to connect a PLC to the.
Yes, I need to connect the PLC to the RS485 protocol, to the Modbus protocol. Yes.
Right. Do you know what is the specification of the PLC? Is there a specification for that
Uh,
PLC?
yes, I have this PLC have to have this information, these specifications. I have sent this information, the specification of the PLC, for email. I have sent it maybe 1 month ago, but I can send it again to you.
Yeah, okay, because I haven't seen it. Maybe Ronaldo, do you have that?
I think so. PLC specification. Just a second.
Yes.
I need to double check here.
And is that Modbus, Israel, or just RS485?
No, it's a Modbus RTU.
RTU, okay. Yeah, got it.
RTU Modbus. Oh, yes. And I'm going to connect. Yes, I need to connect the FlexSense to the PLC and to a BFD
So what
through
is
this
PFD?
Modbus. The
What is
BFD is
PFD?
the speed controller, the speed frequency controller.
Right. So that's also Modbus, right? That's a Modbus slave as well.
It's also Modbus, and I don't know if the FlexSense will be the master and the. First of all, I don't know if we need a PLC. Maybe the FlexSense directly can connect to the BFD. I don't know if it is possible to connect that, or we need a PLC. Always we need a PLC.
I mean,
It's-
yeah, you go for it, Ronaldo.
if you permit, I have here the proof of concept execution plan here. I think that can help you while you can find the specification of PLC.
So the BFD that you mentioned, Israel, is that a Modbus or
Yes, it's a Modbus.
RTU as well?
Yes.
Okay.
RT
And
RTU.
have you shared the specification for that?
We are using a BFD for test. It's a BFD of the trademark HNC, but the final BFD that we are going to use in the customer is another type. I don't know if it will be a problem because okay, for the testing we have a BFD, a special BFD HNS for the test, and then we are going to program in the final BFD that is a Gramfus BFD.
Okay. So it's a Grundfos.
But use the same protocol of Modbus, and it's the same.
Yes, in this case, I'm going to share a part of my screen here. Is okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a second. If you can see here, I think
Okay.
Sandeep, the first idea is to use the PLC connect with a VFD just to control the pump. Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
But after the first meeting, I think that it's possible to remove the PLC and connect directly the FlexSense with VFD.
Okay.
In this case, is it possible for VFD to transmit information in Modbus RTU, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be possible.
So I'm not sure if we need to use the PLC.
No.
Probably you need to.
For us, it's better not to use the PLC. If it will be possible to not using, it's better.
Yeah. So and the VFD, you said there is a test VFD and then there is the customer VFD, right?
Exactly. The test BFD is an HNC BFD, and we are going to use a Gramfus BFD to the customer. Exactly.
Okay. And Ronaldo, do you have the specifications for that from Israel? The test VFD?
I'm not sure. I don't remember if Israel, is it possible to send one more time the VFD specification? I'm not sure if you send this one to Marco.
I remember that I have sent it, but I can't send you again. No, don't worry.
Yeah, send us again, because probably you send it to Marco. I remember that Marco had some information. Marco is not longer more here. Kay
Yes,
is no
okay.
longer here. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to. I'm going. Right now, you need this specification, or I can send you later.
Yeah. I think you can, if you can send it after the meeting, that will be good.
Okay. Perfect. I will send
Alright.
you to you.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So can you
Okay.
go back to your VS Code? Has that finished? If it's not finished, we can go with the other part of the training and come back to it if it's still going on.
Okay. Let me. Uh, reanudar presentación. So. Do you see my screen right now?
It's coming up. Yeah. So it's still connecting. Okay.
Connecting to device container. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's wait for that. In the meantime, what I can do is I can walk you through the Modbus library
Okay.
and the example that we have got, and we can come back to this once it is finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay. Cool. Let me take over the screen.
Yes.
Let me know when it comes through.
You are going to show something, right, Sandeep?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
It's coming
Perfect. Perfect.
It's coming up.
Perfect. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Yes. It's
So
working.
this is the step we are doing now. So we will come back to this later once your setup is complete.
Okay.
So let's move on to the Modbus library overview, right? So we released this library 3 weeks back as
Yes.
part of our SDK.
Yes. Yes.
So
I got.
So what, as you can see here, the library can do multiple things. So if you can see the list here, so we can read coils, we can read discrete inputs, we can read
Okay.
registers, we can read input registers, and at the same time we can do the write operations on coils, registers, as well as multiple coils and multiple registers. I think
Okay.
this functionality should be sufficient for you to either read from the VFB or from the PLC, whichever you want to do. I think both will work with this because I understand the BFB or whatever it is. VFB is
VFD.
VFD.
Yeah.
Variable
VFD.
variable frequency drive.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. So that one, I'm imagining it's more sort of reading a register, right? That's what you want to do.
Okay.
Or do you want
Okay.
to control, or do you want to just read from the BFD?
Okay.
Sorry, that was a question, Israel.
It's a question. No. Both of these. I need to read from the
Yeah.
VFD, and I need to control the VFD.
Okay. Yeah. So we have functions to do that in our library. As you can see here, you can use read holding registers to read a status from the BFD, and then you can write. You can use the write single register or write multiple registers functionality
Okay.
to write
Okay.
to the BFD. I think you should be able to do that. So
I only
again,
I only I only want to know how to do it using the internet interface, something in some page, or I need to make a development, something
Yeah.
in JavaScript or in Python or something like that, or how can I
Yeah.
read, how can I send the messages to the FlexSense? I would like to know how to do it.
Yeah, so we need C programming expertise. So I don't know
Okay.
whether you have anyone in your team who can program in C, because
Okay.
our SDK is based on C language.
Okay.
So the program or the application has to be written in C. We have an example that you can use to start with, but
Mhm.
then you have to modify the example to match the registers and the address of your controller.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I can show you that part as well. But really, I think it would have been more useful if somebody with a C programming skill would be present
Yes.
in this meeting, because I could have easily shown them how to modify the code.
Okay. Okay. When can we do that? When?
Uh, it would have to be sometime, I think, because of all the holidays coming up.
Yes.
So we only, at least from my side, I have got only 1 week left. But what we can do is, if you can explain the steps to your firmware programmers, so they could give it a try with the SDK. I think it's fairly straightforward. We can send some instructions to them, and
Okay.
once they try, and if they run into issues, we can get on a call with them to help.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
that work for you?
Yes, it's okay. Yes,
So
I can do that.
this is the Modbus library overview. And what I was going to show you is, probably I can stop sharing the screen. I can show you where the code is and what needs to be modified, right? Because
Okay.
then you can communicate and discuss that with your team.
Okay.
I'm just opening up the SDK. Just give me a second. And in the meanwhile, can you check if your installation is complete?
Okay. Let me check. Connecting to device container show log.
You share, please.
Okay. Yes, of course. Do you see my screen?
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's installing server.
So is it still installing? I can't quite see it. Sorry, I'm just having to look at a different screen. Yeah, I think now it's complete. Can you click on the dev container again on the left side?
To the left, dev container. Okay.
Yeah, double click on that and right click and open integrated terminal. Yeah, okay. So now it's installed. So can you do a
Okay.
cd dot dot? Can you type cd
CD.
space dot dot space dot dot? Yeah, enter. Okay, so now,
Okay.
so this is the main console for you to compile the code, right? So from
Okay.
here, you can compile the software, the SDK that you downloaded. Yeah.
Okay.
And the SDK comes with examples. So for example, if you can go to the left-hand side, and there is a folder called examples. If you can click on that, yeah, expand
Okay.
that. So we
Yeah.
have multiple examples here to
Yes.
showcase
Okay.
the
Okay.
different
Yes.
capabilities. And then there is a Modbus example as well. Yeah.
Modbus here. The C main. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the
These
file which, yeah,
these
that's the
files are the
example.
these files are the same that you have sent to me by Reynaldo. You have sent to me these files also, not?
Yeah, I think that in GitHub, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is
Perfect.
the example for Modbus that you can use as a starting point. And then your firmware programmers have to modify this one. So now what we will do is, I'll show you how to compile this, right? Compile this example. Right?
Okay. Okay.
So maybe it's easier. So Frank,
Yeah.
can you copy the two commands? So one for setting up the Mason and then the compilation command on the chat window so that Israel can copy that and enter it in his terminal.
Yeah.
So maybe I can do that as well. I have it open. So Israel, you will see a couple of commands in the chat window. You need
Okay.
to use them.
Okay. Let me check this chat.
So
Python scripts download. Yes.
Yeah. Can you copy that one?
Copy that one. The two
Yeah.
the two ones or not, the first one?
The first one. The first one.
Okay.
Yes, three
Copy.
separate command.
Python scripts
And-
download binaries, no?
And go back to Visual Studio
Okay.
and enter in the terminal. Copy
Okay.
the paste that one.
Like this.
Yeah. Close that.
Close. Enter.
And enter. Yeah. you-
Yeah, right.
Type your device manager username and password. Type the username.
My email, right?
Yeah.
Your email, the first one is your email,
Okay.
and the second one is your password.
Okay. Here.
Yeah. Enter.
And my password.
Yes.
Bingo.
Okay. So now you have got the binaries. So go back to the chat window and copy the second command.
Okay. The second command.
Yeah.
Mason
Yeah.
crossfile. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
Yeah. Paste it
Yes.
Enter.
there. Enter. Yeah. Yeah. So that's all good. Now go back to the chat window and
Copy the
paste
last
the
one.
last one. Yeah.
All these we are upgrading in the FlexSense or only in my laptop?
No, only in your laptop. So what
Okay.
you're doing now, you are
Okay.
compiling the software, right?
Perfect.
Once
And the
software is
compilation,
compiled, yeah.
we can download to the FlexSense.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Okay. I copy and then enter.
Yeah. So this is the step where you're compiling. You can see it is compiling all the files.
Yes.
The C files.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. So now, if you go to the build, there is a directory called build on the left-hand side. Just
On the
above
left.
example. Build.
Here.
Build.
Build.
There is a directory.
Build. Okay.
So if you can see there, keep going down. Go to example. Sorry. Examples. Under build, there is example.
Examples. Okay.
So you can see there are .bin files. If you keep scrolling down, .binary.
Okay.
So keep going down. So there is a modbus.bin. Can you see that?
Modbus. Yes.
So
Modbus
that's the
row
binary.
bin.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
binary.
modbus.bin. Yeah, that's the one. So that is the file which we need to program to the FlexSense.
Okay.
Right. And what that program does is it will show you how to interface with a standard temperature and humidity Modbus sensor. So that's the example, right?
Okay.
But
Right.
you can modify that example to match your sensor or the PLC that you are using. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the compilation part I wanted to show you. So again, probably you need to sort of explain this to your firmware engineers so that they know how to do
My
the
partners.
compilation.
Okay, yes. Okay. Um, we are recording, right, Reynaldo? We are right?
I
Yes,
am
we are.
record.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, because I need to see this again. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So maybe now I can show you a quick walkthrough of the example, how the example is structured, right?
Okay,
So
perfect.
I will take over the screen and I will show you how the example is written so that you
Okay.
can sort of get a feel of what is involved in modifying the Modbus example.
Okay.
So I will take over the screen.
Okay.
Coming up. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see the screen.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So this is the Modbus main.c. So again, as I said, this is written to interface with a temperature and humidity sensor. So that's the sensor, DF Robo Sen 0438. It's a temperature and humidity Modbus sensor. So the
Okay.
example is based on that, but you can easily use that as a reference to create your own application, right?
Okay. Right.
So let's start from the main function here. So app init, this is your main entry point function for the program, right?
Okay.
So as a first step, we initialize the Modbus. So all these parameters are used to initialize the Modbus interface on FlexSense. Yeah.
Okay. You're right.
So that gives you a handle to the Modbus interface, which we will use in the program. So this is the Modbus handle, which
Okay.
you see on the screen. Yeah.
Okay.
So once the Modbus is initialized, so what you do is you create a scheduler message, which will get called with this function. So send message is the main function where you get all the parameters and pack them into a message that can be scheduled to be sent on the satellite.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Yes.
let's look at the send message function, which is here. So this is your send message function. So again, the message has a sequence number. It has a timestamp because when we receive the message on the other side, we need to know what is the sequence number and what's the timestamp, right?
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that's part of that. It also has a location because FlexSense has built-in GNSS, so you can get the latitude and longitude coordinates and pack that as part of the message, right? So you have latitude and longitude, and then the next part is where you're going to read data from the Modbus interface,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So
Right.
because this is a temperature and humidity sensor, so we have a function called read temperature and humidity, right?
Okay.
So
Yes.
this is actually the function which goes and reads data over Modbus. Yeah. So
Okay.
let's look at that function, right? Uh, read temperature and humidity. So that's that function. Yeah.
Okay.
So what we do is we first enable the power, right? Because most of the Modbus slave sensors need to be powered. So you
Okay.
can power it from FlexSense.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, we have multiple power output options, 12 and 24 volts, depending on your uh, PLC or the controller specification. You will have to use the right voltage on the power line to
Okay.
power the sensor. So, do you know at top of your mind what your BFE uses? Is it externally powered, or do you need to power it through FlexSense?
We need. I think. I don't know. We need to. I guess we need to power from the BFD. The BFD has an output of the power, and maybe this power we can
Ignore.
we can power the FlexSense maybe.
No. So you don't have to power the FlexSense because FlexSense is always battery powered. It cannot be.
Okay.
So this is if you need the VFB to be powered from FlexSense, we can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Again,
Okay. Yes.
so this is again you need to control the voltage depending on the voltage rating of your VFB, whether it's 12 or 24 volts.
Okay. Okay.
So that's that first step there, right? Line number 104. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Right.
And then once you have enabled the power to your Modbus slave, you need to give some delay because after you apply the power, the controller needs time to start up and stabilize. So you need to wait
Okay.
for that time before you can communicate with the controller. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Yes.
that time there. And then you have to enable the Modbus. So why this step is important is because FlexSense is a battery powered device, right? So we won't enable Modbus by default because it will
Okay.
draw power and it will drain the battery, right? So we will only enable the Modbus when we want to talk to a slave.
Okay.
So that's that step where we enable the Modbus. And after you have enabled the Modbus, are you familiar with the Modbus protocol itself?
Yes. Yes. More or less. Yes.
Yeah. So typically, what we have for the Modbus is a slave address, right?
Mhm.
You need
Yes.
the slave address on the Modbus,
Yes.
and then you need to have a address of the register you're trying to read or write.
Okay. Yes.
So you sort of create those variables, and you also create a buffer to catch the data that you receive from the
from
controller.
the controller. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the bytes there, and slave and
Okay.
address are the other parameters. And then in this case, we are trying to read because it's a temperature and humidity sensor. It's a read sensor, right? So we are trying to read the holding registers from the Modbus slave. So you
Okay.
call this library function. Again, this is the function that is available as part of our library. So if you see here, Myriota Modbus reading hold registers.
Okay.
So you just need to call that function with the handle, with the slave address, the register address, and how many registers to read, and then also pass the bytes where
Right.
the
Okay.
response will come. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you do that, you will get the data from the slave, which you can store in these variables, humidity and temperature.
Okay. This is an example from temperature and humidity. If we need a speed, only we need to control the speed to start, to stop a pump, to
Mhm.
start a pump, and to change the speed of the pump.
Okay. So I think in
And
your case, it will be a write register from what I can see, because
mhm.
you're trying to control the pump, not just read the data from the pump, right? You're trying to control the pump.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes.
So in that case, you will have to use the other library function, Modbus write holding registers or write coils, depending on which type of
Okay.
controller you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So again, in this example, you get the data back, and if there was a failure on the Modbus interface, you can also capture the error, the reason. It may be because the VFB is not powered up, or there is an issue with the connection. So all those conditions are captured here.
Okay.
And finally, after you are done communicating with the slave, you have to disable the Modbus. This step is important because otherwise the battery will drain.
Okay.
You keep the Modbus interface enabled.
Okay. It's okay.
So I think that's it. So that's a simple example. So you can easily use this example as a reference and
Yes.
modify it to suit your controller.
Okay. Perfect.
So again, as I said, if you can sort of show this information to your firmware programmers, I
My
think they should be
programmers.
able to. Yeah, they should be able to do it pretty easily.
Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay. I have a question. Could be possible. Okay. I'm going to send the message to the FlexSense. Uh, let me think, please. I will have a handle device, a mobile as a user from the front end. We are going to develop an application in the mobile, or maybe in a tablet, or maybe in the PC. I don't know. Using the Mariota Cloud, I think we are going to send the message, and then the FlexSense is going to wake up, maybe, and receive this message and send to the BFD the instruction, right, through Modbus. Then the BFD will send a message back to the FlexSense to tell that it's okay, has received the message and is working the function, and then again to send to the mobile, to the front end.
Okay.
This is my application that I need to set up for work.
Yeah. So one thing to note there, because it's satellite communication, you will
Yes.
not get it real time. There will be delay of multiple hours. So even if you schedule a message from your iPad, that will
Yes.
take many hours to reach the FlexSense, and then the FlexSense will wake up
Okay.
and take action based on that message.
How many
So
hours it will take? How many hours it will take this message, more or
so
less?
so it will be between 4 and 8 hours typically.
4 and 8 hours.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
think a better approach is to schedule it. If you know when the FlexSense has to wake up, you can schedule it based on a timer on the FlexSense. That will
Okay.
be a better approach.
Israel,
Yes.
do you have some kind of feature in the VFD that you can send, you can change, like some kind of profile, like like the time to stop, the time to start, different speeds?
Yes.
You have this feature. This
Okay.
feature may be interesting for us.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going to send this. Okay.
again, I think it would be useful for us to, if you can explain what the actual requirement is. I understand that you need to remotely control the VFB, but what is the trigger? Is it based on a schedule or is it based on a event?
Non-event. Okay.
Because
Okay.
that
Okay.
way you can program your FlexSense based on a schedule. If it's like every day at midnight, you need to go and start and stop the controller, you can program the FlexSense to do that. You don't have to send a message from your tablet. The FlexSense can be programmed to do that on a schedule.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it really depends on what you want to do and what is the requirement. We can sort of recommend what's the best approach.
Okay. Perfect. I'm going to send you this information with the specification that I need to send to you with the Groundforce BFD. I'm going to send you this information also.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Was there anything else we can help you with today?
No. I think it's okay. I'm going to work on this information that we need and to send to Reynaldo, and maybe Reynaldo will share to you all this information. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Thank you very
Thanks,
much,
Israel. It was been
guys.
pleasure meeting you. Thanks very much for your time.
Nice to meet you, and it was a pleasure also for my side. Okay.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. Good night, Reynaldo. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Sajid, Frank, Israel.
Bye.
Ronaldo, do you want to just hang on for a minute?
For sure.
And me?
Yeah, you can stay, Frank. It's okay.
Can help me, Frank, please.
About this customer or
It's,
another
No,
stay
just this
here,
customer.
Frank, please.
something else? Okay.
No, it's just debriefing. So, Ronaldo, as you realized, right? So, we need to make sure the right people come to these meetings, right? Otherwise,
Yeah, right.
it will slow down things, right? Now he has to go and explain this to their engineers, and then they have to start. So again, things will slow down, right? So we need
I
to
know.
make sure the right audience come to these trainings. Yeah. And the second part for this customer, we just need to understand what they want to do, because obviously the use case which he just explained, that's not going to work very well with our system, right?
Yeah, we had a meeting, 2 meetings in the past with Frank too, and some part was involved with the Mark Rubius. Mark Rubius not more from here. But yeah, we need to understand a little bit more about VFD. I'm not sure if
I'm not
yes.
so much concerned about the VFB, but just the scenario which he explained, that they have a mobile app and they want to control FlexSense using the mobile app. So I think that's going to be difficult, right?
Yes, the idea, he discussed this idea the first moment. I was talking to him, let's go to try just to integrate first the FlexSense. I had a meeting some time ago with Frank Chris, about to send the control. I think that is not so clear to Israel about the idea to send the control to stop it and start the pump. Because this one I just mentioned, if the VFD has some kind of feature like to change the profile, it's interesting. Yes, I had this meeting with Chris about that, and Chris advised me just to talk to him, if it's possible to have these profiles. In some way, you can send the comments from our link, and not to send the comments to start or stop, but just to change the profile. You can schedule this one and change the profile, like during the day. Okay, during the day you can start at 8 and stop at 10. Just one profile with some kind of speed. Another profile you can start to, you can have. Maybe this one may be interesting.
Yeah.
But
And also, I think we need to explain to him the limitations of satellite network, right? It's not real time. It's not like he presses a button on the mobile and things start working. That's not how it works, right?
Yes, I had a talk to him, to Israel, about that. But I'm not really. I'm a little bit concerned if he understood very well about that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think it's late for
Okay.
you.
The first one was good.
Yeah. So make sure for Global Sat, we have at least one developer on the call.
Yes, I will, for sure. Okay. Apparently,
all right.
it's
Thanks,
okay.
Ronaldo. Thanks, Frank.
We survived it. Okay. Have a good night. I am better. You can see. I can move my hand.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good news.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Have
Thanks,
a good day.
guys. See ya.
See ya.